Good morning, this is William Vinson. Please like my video and subscribe to my channel. And today, the reality sets in. We live in a real world, not into a cyber world. And I got to fix my air conditioner today. The charge the other day, even though the charge went in there, that wasn't the problem. So today I'm going to replace the compressor. And I'll show you some of the things I got to do to get that done. But don't know what else other time I'll have today to do anything, so I'm gonna take the video of this, and if you're interested, and if you're not, you can always turn it off, I guess. But this is what today's chores are. Now, this is where we're working, down in there. I'll show you a little bit more about how to get down there in a little bit. And I got to go get my compressor. I've already bought it. They don't have them in stock, so I had to order it. And as advanced as the world is nowadays, it came in a box. UPS or FedEx or somebody brought it to me. Didn't cost me nothing for shipping because it costs enough. You know how their minimum is on their shipping fees. So after all the packaging, that's what's left. And it's got to go down in that hole, but we're going to make that hole bigger. See it down there at the bottom? We're going to make that hole bigger here in a little bit. We start by taking this shroud off. Take a couple of body bolts out. Of course, it's got more than a couple that's supposed to be in there, but it's all that's left. I got to get some more of them and see how much room that opens up. And that's just so far, see? Get down in that hole, get some of this stuff out of the way. So I hooked the hood up so I didn't have to work around this bracket here, because it's usually right in the way. And see, the air conditioner is right behind it. So I'm gonna get all this mess in the front out of the way, so I don't have to work around it. Way of doing things, but see, I took all that mess out of my way so I can get in that hole, so you can even see the compressor now. Down there at the bottom. Guess maybe you can't, but there it is anyway. And see, I'd have never been able to get to that if I hadn't moved all that stuff out of the way. And I arranged my bolts and everything so I know where the bolts are that goes back to it. So I discharged the air conditioning line. I'll take apart the low and the high pressure lines and then take the 4 bolts out. You can see how easy that is where they go, because they'll show you in that diagram. Let me show you on that part there where the bolts are. So you just got to take all that stuff out. But now I can get to it. It's not crowded like it was a while ago. Well, I found out one of the problems was my flashlight was about dead, so I went and got me another one. And you see I got the high and the low end down and the wire unhooked and the belts off. Now this is taking, other than looking for bolts, maybe 30 minutes at the most. And see, I got to take those 4 bolts off here. You see that one there? There's 4 more. One's there and 2 on the bottom, just like it. You can see that in the back of that. And then put the other one in place, or put that one in the place where the other one's at, and hook it all back up. Without fail, as many times as I've done this and learned, I guess be the reason, compare the old one to the new one. Make sure everything looks exactly the same. Because just as sure as this world's around, if you don't do it, they're going to be different, and you're going to be up there trying to put a bolt in somewhere there ain't no hole for it. And because you got the wrong model or the wrong year. Because if there's only 2 choices to make, generally it's the wrong one, if I just guess at it. So I make sure of everything. It's the clutch. But you'd have never got it out of the car and changed, or you never changed it in the car. You'd have had to taken it out, so you'd have lost your charge and everything. And who's guaranteeing that's going to fix it? And after you go up there and have them vacuum it down and recharge it, and then the clutch still don't work, that thing was just about as much as the whole thing. And this one's guaranteed for 5 years. I have to give the Japanese credit for one thing. They knew these parts was going to have to be replaced. And there's hangers. Don't know if you can see it or not, but right behind up under where that thing is, there's a hanger for that thing to sit on. There's probably one on the front too, so I imagine I just can't see it. But that'll get your bolts lined up so you don't have to sit there and hold it in place until you get everything lined up. Now, check the wiring, make sure all your nuts or your bolts are tight, your belt's back on, because if you forget something, it's a long way back down in here to do it again. Then you put all the other stuff in. I don't know if you've been watching the sun, but I did it all and the sun only came that far to me. So it's not very long involved in it. It's all back together. Now what I got to do is take it up and have it vacuumed and charged and see how all that goes. Well, I couldn't get, actually the shop was closed, so I did some phone calling and found out it's going to take a while before I can get somebody to do it. So right now I'm just waiting on time. I cleaned up and changed clothes and cleaned my grease off of me, what little bit I had on me. And now I'm just waiting on time to get that done. So that's how you do that. And maybe I should do this like this. So the mechanic wasn't open, and I gotta wait now till later until a different person can do it for me. But that's the job done, and it didn't take a whole long time to do it, so it was easier than sitting there and waiting on them to do everything. At least I got that much done, and I saved a bunch of money too. I don't know if you know this or not, but mechanics, depending on which shop you go in, you know, you're looking at around $100 an hour. So, and I'm sure they would have charged 2 or 3 hours for that. So that's that much money saved I can spend on advertising now instead of on a mechanic to turn some screws that I'm capable of turning. How about that? Anyway, be a couple hours before I get to do that and get that charged up, and then I'll be able to travel and cool. And I want you to know it's probably over 100 degrees out here right now, the heat factor. So that's why I had to hurry up and get it done before the sun got to me. So like and subscribe to my channel. I know this wasn't the normal routine for my channel, but it's what I had to do today. You know, sometimes you got to do what you got to do, and you'll find that out too when it comes to affording how to advertise and how to pay for the apps and things like that that you got to do. You just got to. I'm not going to be doing any dog walking or babysitting, but I can turn a bolt and I can drive a nail. So that's what I'm going to be doing to help me pay for what I need to pay for while I'm waiting on money to come in from marketing. It's just life. Okay, anyway, like and subscribe. Hit the bell. I'll tell you more. I do a lot of other things. I get to show you some other things next time. Maybe it ain't always that card needing worked on. Talk to y'all later. Have a good day. Well, here the sun's going down. I did my part. I took it to have them charge it, and they charged it, they said, and it didn't work still. So they think it's a switch, and they couldn't figure out where the switch went. They went and bought the switch, but they couldn't find where it went, so they couldn't put it in either. So still don't have air conditioning, and they're supposed to call me now. But I never run across this before. But that's my day, and I'm sticking to it. I should have, well, it wouldn't have mattered if I'd have paid them to do it all, would it? I still wouldn't have an air conditioner today. Anyway, like and subscribe. You know how it all goes, and I'll do something on the marketing end tomorrow. Have a good day.